Hello and welcome back. It's Janet with Serenity Breeze Tarot. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thank you so much for viewing this video, coming along with me. Today I have something different from you guys. I wanted to share some tips on how to incorporate zodiac signs into your tarot reading. So I recently just started incorporating zodiac signs into my tarot readings, so I wanted to share it with you guys. Disclaimer, what you are going to be informed of today does not necessarily mean that this is the right way and or the only way to learn zodiac and tarot, astrology and tarot. This is just how I learned it, and this is what helped me. So I just wanted to share it. If it resonates, if it's helpful, by all means, take it, use it, apply it. If it does not work for you, find something that does work for you, and then hopefully you can share that with others as I am. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first one we're going to begin with is the wands section. So I already knew the fire element was with the wands. Water is with cups, air is with swords, earth is with pentacles. But what I did not understand is how to incorporate the zodiacs within the tarot cards themselves. So what I did was, you guys can't see it, but behind me there is a whiteboard, and I drew on there a chart of how to learn them. I wrote them down. I guess I can show you guys really quickly. So there is my whiteboard with my information on it, and what's on there, you guys will see it here as well, here in front of you. I just thought it'd be better to show it on this piece of paper because the lighting is more solid on the paper than it is on the whiteboard because it's shining, whatever. But anyway, here we go. So I learned that Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius with the wands. So what I tried to do was dissect this section and say, how can I remember Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is a fire sign? One thing that automatically helped me with fire signs and the wands suit is my husband is a Leo and one of my sisters is an Aries. So those two I already knew they are fire. But the third one was more of a struggle for me. I guess I do have another sister that's Sagittarius, but I didn't know Sagittarius was a fire sign. I just knew Aries and Leos were fire signs. Anyway, so when I looked at it, I just closed my eyes at the whiteboard and said, okay, I have Aries, Leos, Sagittarius with the fire signs, they with wands. And as I was going through that, the word flaws came to me, Flaws. So this is just telling me a grouping, right? So the flaws group incorporates or includes fire, Leo, Aries, wands, and Sagittarius. So I know put that now into a group. When I think of what is a fire sign, I would say, okay, I have Leos, Aries, Sagittarius, because it's incorporated in that group. So for the cup signs, I did the exact same thing. The only difference is the spelling is not dictionary correct, but when I see it, I see the word cusp. So it reminded me of cups. So I have Cancer, I have Water, Scorpio, and Pisces. The reason why I did not put two C's because I couldn't think of anything that makes sense, because this already doesn't seem like it makes sense. So just CWSP, Cancer, Water, Scorpio, and Pisces just made sense. I just put two C's into one. As far as with the swords, I looked at this and I seen the word glass, because glass is sharp and so is a sword. So glass, I spelt it I spelled it GLAAS, which includes Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air, and swords. When it comes to the pentacles, this is when my brain really took off, because I start getting into the rhythm. I start getting into more a creative space, if you will. So with the pentacles, I was thinking of, okay, if pentacles have to deal with the earth element, and the zodiac signs that deals with earth is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgos. So what stood out to me was the word captive. like captivate. So depending on if you're traveling around the world and you see the oceans, the lakes, mountains, or houses or certain type of buildings, things like that, the scenery can be very captivating. So the word came to me was captive. It also helped me with that, with Capricorn being one of the zodiacs for this section here. So again, wands, we have fire, Leo, Aries, wands, Sagittarius. We have cusp as Cancer, water, Scorpio, Pisces. As far as the swords, we have Gemini, Libra, air, Aquarius, and then also swords at the end, or you can shoot Aquarius, air, Aquarius, doesn't matter. And then for pentacles, we have Capricorn, Earth, Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo. I believe the other one that I had, I was second guessing myself on, was the wands section. The reason being is because I also seen the word walls with one L, so WALS. And the reason I was stuck between the two, which I can pretty much go back and forth on using flaws or walls, is because fire burns down walls, right? So walls are easily caught on fire. So that was one thing I was kind of stuck between. Should I leave it as walls or should I do it as flaws? But since I was incorporating the elements in each section, I needed to change it to flaws instead of walls. So that is that. I do hope that that may help some, maybe not others. I'm sorry if it didn't make sense to you. But before we move on to how else I integrated the zodiacs into my tarot readings, I wanted to do just a little test that I created. So what I'm going to do, I am going to take away or turn or whatever I need to do with this. Turn this away. And I'm going to show you guys some index cards. And I want you guys to tell me, I want you guys to try to guess exactly what is on the other side of the card. Okay. So give me 1 second. Let me get these out. All right. So let's start with example. If I was to show you this card, swords in air, what zodiac zodiac signs are air signs? So you guys can go ahead and pause the video if you'd like, and give it a shot. See which one you can remember. I'll give it a few minutes here before I move on to the back side of the card. All right. So if you said, if your answer was Libra, Aquarius, or you guys know the third one? Gemini. Yes, if you guys said Libra, Aquarius, a Gemini for glass. Remember, glass is sharp like swords. I have it at the bottom as well so that you guys can see how I spelled it again. So nice job. All right, here we go. Let's do this one. What do you guys think about cups and water? What 3 zodiac signs go with cups and water? You guys got it. There's 3 of them. Cups. Which one's a water sign? All right, we're about to do a reveal. If you said, I'll move it closer so I wrote it the back in pencil so it wouldn't bleed through. If you guys said Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, you are correct. Again, I spelled it cusp. I know it's spelled really weird. I'm so sorry, but that's how my brain worked. All right, let's do the next one. What if I said, tell me the earth signs that also represents the pentacle suits in the tarot? There's 3 of them. Do you remember the acronym that I gave? My weird acronym. Pentacles. What 3 zodiac signs goes with the earth element? All right, we are about to reveal. If you said Capricorn and Earth and Pentacles, Taurus and Virgo, you followed my abbreviations. My acronym. Captive. Remember, the Earth is captivating. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. All right, guys, here we go. The next one, we have wands. We have fire. What 3 zodiac signs describes fire? Or what are the 3 fire zodiac signs that are also included in the Wands Tarot? There are 3 of them. If you can remember my long explanation of fire, you will get this correct. Fire. Fire. All right, we are about to reveal in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you said flaws, which is fire, Leo, Aries, Wands, Sagittarius, you are correct. Nice. Great. All right. So the next one is going to be the next little activity I have of learning is to incorporate the numbers within tarot. Okay. So I want to show you guys. Let me go back to this for a second and show you guys. Okay. So on this piece of paper, the order that you see the zodiac signs in, they are in that specific order for a reason. Okay, so how can I explain this? So, for example, the very first one's on top. So Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. So those are going to be the ones that we look at first. Okay, so when you are doing tarot, you know that there's the suits, right? You have Wands, Cups, Swords, Pentacles. Then you also have the court cards, who's going to be the Kings, Queens, the Page, and the Knights, right? But then you do have the other cards that's Ace through 10, right? So the Aces We'll get into that here in just a moment. So I don't want to do the aces quite yet, but I just want to break down this a chart for you guys. So remember, the zodiac signs that you see before you are in this order on purpose. So Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Okay. Then we have Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus. And then we have Sagittarius, Pisces, Gemini, and Virgo. Okay. Again, this order is not by chance. I didn't just make this up on my own. Even though I wish I did, I would have been ahead of the game a long time ago, but it took me a while, and that's okay. But the reason I did it this way is because this is going to help me learn the second phase of how to incorporate astrology into my tarot readings. So, for an example, so say that we take, now this is where we get into the aces, okay? So I'll keep that chart in the back for you guys, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the second part of this activity of learning. So say we're working with the Ace of Wands, right? So here we go. I believe I put it. Oh, that's what I did. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to figure out which way I had to put these. Okay, so I have my Ace of Wands popsicle stick here, and I'm going to have to move this back. But for now, I guess you guys can be okay with it. So I have my Ace of Wands, right? And then I have my Ace of Cups. I believe it should be like gray. I did this earlier today, so my measurement is probably all off. So I'll put my Ace of Cups here, right? And then the swords will come next. Somewhere, but I think this one was a little bit closer, like that. This was further out. Swords. And then last but not least, we have the Pentacles. All right. All right, so hopefully this makes sense for you guys as it did for me. Again, my brain worked in a crazy way. So I'm going to rotate this a little bit so it can be kind of centered a little bit. All right, so we have the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, and Pentacles. Right? So how did I do this earlier? Okay, got it. All right, so say you wanted to know exactly what, I'm going to just pick a card here out of my deck. This card is, right? I know they have the astrology signs here, but that was why I taught myself how to read astrology this way, because the signs still kind of confuse me. Even when I see them, I'm like, I don't know what zodiac sign that is. I just know my own. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm a Libra, so that was pretty easy for me. So I wanted to find another way. So anyways, this card here is a Four of Coins, right? It's a Four of Pentacles. So if we are going to be using our chart, this is something that you are, that's going to help. Hopefully it helps you guys. Okay. So the Four of Pentacles, I'm going to just put it on the other side, out of space, out of mind for you guys. So the Four of Pentacles. So what I want you guys to know first is this. So the numbers 2 through 10, they are also grouped together. Okay, again, the numbers 2 through 10 are also grouped together. they're within 3 digits together. Okay, so I'm now going to move this out of the way so that way you guys can get the full effect. And I am on my altar, that's why you see all of this stuff here. All right, so I have my wands, cups, swords, pentacles. Okay, I'm gonna tilt it down. Oh, that's a lot better. Yes, I shouldn't have thought about that. So I'm gonna put this right here on purpose. Why do you ask? Great question. Why is it not like the others? All right, so for an example, this card, the 4 of coins, right? The numbers 2, 3, and 4 are cardinal numbers. Sorry, I can't say those two together. Cardinal numbers, which means that the individual in this card, or what this card represents, is more of a stable, kind of authoritative type of vibe, right? And then we have 5, 6, 7s. Let's see if I can find a card that will go there. I don't care which deck it pulls from. I just need a card that makes sense with right now. I'll use that one for the next one. Now all the ones I'm getting are either aces or in the next batch. Okay, so let's go with this one. So this card here is a 5 of swords, right? And as we can see, 5, 6, 7s are grouped together and they are fixed. So what that means is this grouping has has a different way of showing their emotions, their expressions. They pretty much are stuck in their ways. They're really sure of themselves and they know what they want, they know what they need, things like that. Kind of like cardinal, but cardinal is more forceful. Fixed is more within themselves, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's going to be 5 of swords. So 5, 6, 7 goes together. I'll put that over here with this one. So you got it. If you thought about it already, the 8, 9s, and 10s. You can't really see it, it's cut off, but it is mutable. Okay, so this means the 8, 9s, and 10s. These cards are going to be more of a pretty much go with the wind type of vibe, go with the flow, if you will. Right. So I'm gonna show you guys how I learned this as well. I thought this was pretty cool. So let's start with 2, 3, and 4 cardinal. All right, so we have Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, right? So before we get to the aces, because that's like super easy, let's get the hard stuff out the way and then go back and wrap it up with something that's quick. So 2s, 3s, 4s, and cardinals. The cardinals, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and flip this over now. You see what I did there? So what I did was I incorporated let me move this back. Let's see here. All right, so if we have the 2s, 3s, and 4s for Wands, Cups, and Swords, and Pentacles. These are the ones that we have. So let's take a look at this and dive in. Sorry about that. I had to close my door. Okay, so here we go. So 2s, 3s, and 4s. So if we have the Two of Wands, then that's going to be in Aries. Okay, sign of Aries. Let's see. That's Pentacles, Two of Wands. See if I can show you a card from each one as an example. So there's my first card there. Two of Wands. And I have many more other decks, but I didn't want to be diving and digging through all of them. So I'm just going to use two just as an example so that you guys can see what I'm talking about here. That's Pentacles. Two of Wands. Here we go. So again, the one on the right does have the astrology sign to it. But again, I didn't understand the astrology symbols themselves. So the symbol up there really didn't help me, right? So because I know that now, when I look at these cards, I can say, okay, Two of Wands is pretty much the very first popsicle stick. And if you remember in our chart, the first one is Aries. The first one is Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Right? So that's where that connection comes into place. Right? So that's that. The second popsicle stick here again is 5, 6, 7. Which means if I pull put it back here so you can see it. 5 of Swords, what energy is this card giving off? If you said Aquarius, you are correct. And let's check the Tarot of Dreams and see if you guys are right. We have 5 of Swords. Show me 5 of Swords, please. Here we go. There's your 5 of Swords. And at the top of this one, we do have the Aquarius symbol. All right, let's do the next one. What if we have 8, 9, or 10s? I'm going to go ahead and flip that over. It doesn't have to be perfect as long as I know that it's within the majority of the lines, like over here, then I'll fine. I'm pretty fine. So what if I said, let's try to get another one here. All right, so I found the Tarot of Dream ones first because that one was a little bit easier. Let's try to find. Okay, where? All right, here it is. All right. So what if you pulled out this card? This is what the entire card looks like. But what if you pulled out this card? It may be a little hard to see this one because this one's kind of big. If you said Pisces, you're right. So how does this make sense? How does it tie in? Let me show you guys again on the big chart. Because you guys are probably like, what are you talking about? That doesn't make sense. All right. So again, you see that we have three different popsicle sticks, right? So again, the first ones are 2s, 3s, and 4s. This one's 5, 6, and 7. This one is 8, 9, and 10. So if you look up here, you'll see 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excuse me, that's 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's 8, 9, 10. I don't know what I was doing. I was trying to count to 10 for you guys. All right. And that's how you do that part. Okay. So now let's move over to the aces. Oh, forget. Well, we didn't do our test. Let's do our test for that, shall we? Let's test. So I'm going to go ahead and take these away. You get to keep the chart. That's fine. I don't mind. That's what it's there for. Okay. I'm going to tilt this a little bit because my camera doesn't go that way. Okay. Here we go. All right. So let's do a little test. Let's start with naming all 4 of the zodiac signs for cards like this. Cards like this. Let's see. So, what if we have a 5 of Swords? What if we get a 6 of Cups? What about a 6 of Wands? What about the 6 of Pentacles? Again, with another 6 of Wands. What about 7 of Cups? And I'll leave off with what about the 6 of Swords? So what are the 4 zodiac signs for the 5, 6, and 7s cards? If you said, now these answers are going to be in the corners of the paper. If you said Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, you're correct. And again, here's why. Remember, the first rows are 2, 3, 4. The second row are 5, 6, and 7. The last row are 8, 9, and 10. So if we were to look at 5, 6, and 7, we're going to look at the middle rows here. We have Leo, we have Scorpio, we have Aquarius, we have Taurus. All right. What about 8, 9, and 10? So we're looking at cards as cards like this. What about the 10 of Pentacles? Oh, no, sorry, that's a 3. Sorry, I got the wrong one. Sorry. Here it is. I just seen swords and then the black on it. What about the 9 of Swords? What about the 8 of Cups? I love this one. What about the 9 of Cups? Again, with the 7 of Swords. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry. What about the 8 of Cups? Ooh, here's a nice one. What about the 9 of Wands? What about the 10 of Pentacles? I put them over here so I can have the the zodiac symbols themselves. If you said 8, 9, and 10 was Sagittarius, Pisces, Gemini, and Virgo, you are correct. And then, of course, last but not least, now watch I try to find all of the 2, 3, and 4 cards and I can't find them. What about 2s, 3s, and 4 cards? I'll go in the middle of the deck. What if I showed you a 2 of Pentacles? What zodiac is radiating through that card? What if I showed you a 4 of Swords? What about 4 of Wands? Two of Swords. Let me look at the second half of this deck. Ooh, here's a pretty one. 2 of Wands. Three of Cups. We're going to keep it moving. I might do some repeats with this one. I apologize. But hey, practice makes better, right? I knew it as soon as I was going to try to find them. I couldn't find them. Okay. What if I gave you the Three of Swords? No, I can't find any of them. This is funny. They're all hiding. What about Four of Wands? What about Two of Swords? Two of Cups? Two of Coins or Two of Pentacles? Or what about Four of Cups? So I did try to go through each section. So that way it's kind of like repetitive. So with that being said, what are the 4 zodiacs for the cards that has the 2s, the 3, or a 4 on them? By this time, you guys should have them. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the card. If you said Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, you are correct. So nice job on that. All right, so here comes the easy part. So here we go with our wands. Again, we're going back to the popsicles. We have our cups. We have our swords. And then we have our pentacles. Here's Ace of Cups. And the symbols at the top are the symbols for water. Ace of Coins. And I think I might have skipped over one that I needed. So let me check the second half of the deck. Oh, there she is. Ace of Swords, which is an air sign. Basking in all their glory. And then the Ace of Wands, which is fire. So with that being said, what are the zodiacs for wands, would you say? I'm not giving a hint. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Ace of Cups can give off Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces vibe. Ace of Swords will give off Libra, Aquarius, Gemini vibes. Remember, glass. Pentacles, this is going to get off our captive vibe. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Okay. All right. So hopefully that could help somebody like it helped me. I really do appreciate it. Because now I'm able to incorporate it. So I'm very excited. So the last one, I'm going to take this away. The last one is going to be the final exam. So we've grouped them together. We broke them down into elements. We broke them down into zodiacs. Now it's time for us to break down the zodiacs and see where they fall. Okay. All right. Here we go. Libra. What zodiac sign? Where does the zodiac sign, where does the zodiac sign Libra fall under? Which suit? So I guess I probably should have asked that way. What suit does Libra fall under? What element does Libra fall under? Answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said air for the element, swords for the suit, you are correct. And these are just going out of order randomly. What about Virgo? What is the suit? What is the element? Virgo. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said Pentacles for the suit, Earth for the element, you are correct. Scorpio. What is a suit and what is its element? Scorpio. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said Scorpio is a water sign, suit of cups, you are correct. Oh, it almost fell on my hand. What about Aquarius? What is the suit? What is the element? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said element air, suits of swords, you are correct. Aries. What is the suit? What is the element? Aries. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said Aries is a fire sign element and suit of wands, you are correct. Cancer. What is the suit? What is the element of Cancer? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said Cancer is a water sign and the suit of cups, you are correct. That goes underneath the cusp group. Leo. What is the suit? What is the element of Leo? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said Leo is a fire sign ruled by the wand suit, you are correct. Sagittarius. What is the suit? What is the element of Sagittarius? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sagittarius. Excuse me. If you said Sagittarius is the suit of wands, element of fire, you are correct. Capricorn. What is the suit and what is the element of Capricorn? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Capricorn is a earth element suit of pentacles or coins. Let's go with this one. Pisces. What is the suit? What is the element of Pisces? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pisces. If you said water for cups, you are correct. What about Taurus? What is the suit? What is the element of Taurus? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said earth for pentacles or coins, you are correct. Last one, guys. Gemini. What is the suit? What is the element of Gemini? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said air for swords for Gemini, you are correct. All right, guys. Well, that is all I had for tonight. I believe that was all the tricks, tips I have. Again, I'll show this again if anybody wants to see it and see how they did. Again, we went over the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. We also did the 2s, 3s, and 4s of our cards. So great job on that. We also learned our zodiac signs, what it means to be a air sign, what it means to be a fire, a water sign, right? So thank you so much again for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening and coming by again. My name is Janet with Serenity Breeze Tarot. You guys have a great night.